Welcome to Leeds United fans, and my name is Philip, and I'm joined again by Luke.
Hello.
Football, it's a funny old game, as they say.
It's a game of two halves, apparently.
Man, I thought we were going to get fucking hammered. Especially at the start
Mm.
when Cooper made the mistake, I was thinking it's going to be another one of those nights.
Oh yeah, it was a clusterfuck within the first minute, but
But
especially with them losing to Forest last week, I thought they'd be up for hammering us.
that's
But
got a lot to fucking condense into a. We're not going to keep people on too long, but finally, Willie and Cock were on the pitch together.
yes,
And he didn't do an awful lot, but he made a difference.
I like what I saw, defensively and up from well on the
Looked
wing.
far more assured than Harrison was playing on that side.
Yeah, Harrison got forward a lot, made a few runs, but didn't really have an end product. He's lacking confidence, I think, at the moment.
The whole team was lacking confidence going into this game, so
Oh, they
we're
won't
up
be
to,
now.
we're up to 14th now, 14th or 15th, with a game in hand
15.
over a lot of the teams above us, like and around us. And we have Bournemouth
Yeah,
next, who are a point ahead of us, and we have a game in hand on them. All of a
yeah.
sudden, things could be looking very different for Leeds, which is flabbergasting because we were all so angry and frustrated and manager out last week. It's crazy, like.
Yeah, he didn't do much wrong today. He made one error, which I wasn't happy with. He brought Rodrigo off for Bamford, and I know why he's doing it. He's trying to get Bamford's confidence up, getting game time. But bringing off your top scorer for someone that can't even put a penalty away at the moment, it's not the right call. Now, I love Patrick Bamford. He's one of my favourite players of all time, at least. Don't want to I've said that he should probably his time's probably up with us, but I don't want to actually see him go. But he can't score at the moment. He's awful.
But
So why are you
he
doing
assisted Somerville.
kind of? He kind of got in the way. It
But he,
bounced off him and
yeah,
fell right.
well,
I'll take it.
I look at I've been very unhappy with Bamford myself, but I'm going to give him his dues. He got a sort of an assist, but he before that he took the
Yeah,
fire off the ball completely and missed an awful easy chance. Like, but I wouldn't
that
say
was shocking.
there was no easy chances, but he messed it up. Like,
He should have just hit it first time.
but again, as
It
we're
just
saying,
kind of
players and confidence, at the moment now, especially after the last run of games, like it was on the
yeah.
score.
Well, the commentator was talking about Jesse Marsh bringing in a psychologist, and it might not be a bad idea
You could
because
fucking send him my way too, as well, while he's at it after the last few games.
yeah, there's a few players that I think need something.
Hmm.
But then there's some players that they're on top of the game.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
Just needs to be a consistent.
we'll move on to the players. So, Mez,
Yeah,
fucking hell,
man of the match.
what a display! What a display! He was the difference. Right? He saved us,
Man of the match for either team, easily.
and
Didn't put a foot wrong.
that's not a say anything shady about the defense. The shots that came out
No,
were just that were worldies, like in potential, like like the Nunez one that was going into the
yeah.
top corner, and he got across to save it. Like,
I mean, you just have to look at who they've got up front. Yeah, most defenses crumble in front of that.
yeah.
So
We crumbled once, but then again, Salah was just in the right place. It was
yeah,
Rasmus was kind of caught out of position, but it was great to see him back in again. But we're kind of skipping ahead now. We're going to move to Rasmus next, the right back. But great to see him back in again, man. We're a lot more assured up the back when he's there.
we are. I think simply because Ayling lacks match fitness and he's more of attacking. He's more of a wing back than a full back, whereas Rasmus is he's more defensive minded.
Yeah, I noticed, but
So
Rasmus and Strike tonight at left and right, they didn't really go forward that much. They kind of stayed in their own half.
well, it was I think it was Strike that cleared off the line. after the first minute blunder from Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think both of them
yeah,
now.
no, solid from both of them.
Hmm. Oh, both of them played very well tonight, and like they didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah,
Strike was very good at left back. He done everything he possibly could. You could not fault either of them tonight.
true, very true.
And Kopp looked a lot better in the centre of the defence tonight as well too.
Yeah, yeah, he did. Again, didn't do anything wrong. We conceded one goal, which any team would have conceded. Yeah, the best defenses in the world concede goals. So
He was looking a bit short of confidence lately, but he was a lot more sure tonight. Now that was his best performance in a while. Like,
it was good. Um, he's a good player. He's definitely worthy of starting ahead of what else the others we've got. So yeah, just needs to keep his confidence up.
Cooper had a good game as well. He made two big mistakes, but he got away with them.
Yeah, the first minute one was I don't know what that was, but
Second half too, he made a complete blunder as well too as well.
yeah, I always think that Cooper is a championship player playing above his station. It doesn't. He's a good defender, but mm,
Oh, I agree with you, but
he's all right.
he's a good organizer, and that's his biggest plus
Yeah,
point. And
yeah,
at the moment now, when we don't have a better player in that position, we'll be potentially
yeah.
on strike, but we've no one to play left back because Firpo can't go near that team anymore, and neither can fucking Lorente. So at the moment,
Oh yeah, I'd play Cooper over them any day.
now he's doing.
I think Cock is our best centre back.
Oh yes, he is.
I'd say.
He is, and then into midfield. Great to see Adams back tonight.
Yeah, he was good, very good.
Just shows how much we
Him
miss.
and Rocker, him and Rocker just bounce off each other very well.
Hmm.
Um, didn't put a foot wrong from what I could see. He was all over the place, like getting involved. So
No, Raka didn't really do an awful lot tonight, but what he done well too. He was in position, he controlled the midfield along with Adams, because to be honest with you, even though Meslier made a few saves, I didn't feel we were ever really in any big trouble tonight, which was very unusual.
I was worried after they scored. They were
Yeah,
carving, but just for about 5 minutes, they were carving us up a little bit, but we weathered it,
and
and that was it. I thought we were the better team for the most part.
we potentially could have gone ahead after that too. Aronson hit the bar, and Harrison got in as well,
And
with two runs,
then, yeah, forced to save. Yeah,
Yeah, no, no,
yeah,
no.
we were unlucky not to be ahead at half time.
That's good because I expected the heads to drop after that, and they didn't. They didn't drop at all. They just got straight back up. And before I touch on before I
Mm.
go any further, I remember when Rasmus made a save and tackle against Nunez with his leg, and he gets up and he just
Oh yeah,
it's just like it's just like, I
oh,
like
he loves a bit of a tackle creation, doesn't he?
oh, no, he's become one of my favorite players. And
Oh,
Somerville,
easily. Yeah,
We'll move on to Somerville now. We've said things about him in the past, but he's starting to prove his worth now, I think.
it was more me to be honest. And I'm having to eat humble pie a little bit because he was good tonight. Lots of mazy little runs, never stopped running. Um, a great finish because that wasn't an easy finish.
Oh, no, he's growing
Yep,
into the game now with
I'm
more
having
minutes.
to. Yeah, I'm having to eat a lot of humble pie on that one.
Well, I said it to you, Dan. I said there's a player in there, Bielsa, right? I mean, he got the number 10 shirt
Yeah, true.
when Rafinha departed, so there was obviously people behind the scenes that this kid is going to be good.
Yeah. I've just realised I've just realised Sinisterra didn't play.
Oh yeah, he got picked up a knock. Yeah, he was out tonight. Yeah.
That's really weird. I just did not pick up on that at all. But no, Somerville. Yeah, I mean, 2 goals, 2 games, both quite similar as well. Like kind of
Mm.
nipping in through a couple of defenders and poking it home.
But that's a
Got a bit of
side,
a striker's instinct.
but that's a side of his game that's coming in now as more match practice comes along.
Yeah,
Well, you'll only get so good playing with the under 23s or the under 21s. You need the first team senior football to really, really get that side of your game, and it's starting every week now. It's coming in bit by bit.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, very, very surprised. And like I say, I'm having to backtrack him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And next up, we'll go to Jack Harrison. Excuse me. Loads of runs, loads of energy, but fuck all end product.
He's forced a save in the first half. Um, it was a decent save, in fairness. Ran out of steam in the second half. He tries really hard, but it's just not really got end product at the moment.
Aronson played well too.
Oh, Aronson. You say like Rasmus is becoming fast one of your best favorite players. I like Aronson.
Oh god,
He's
yeah,
he's very handy, very handy.
yeah.
He was running him ragged in the second half.
He was awful unlucky not to get that goal there earlier in the second half. Like
Oh,
the first half, should I say? He just caught it too hard and it just hit the post rather than going in. But great run by him.
yeah, great run. Like you say, a little bit lower and it's in. But some of the stuff in the second half where he ran rings round their defence at points in the second half.
And next up, Rodrigo. Rodrigo, as we should call him, like because he is our top scorer.
Rodrigo, yeah, sixth of the season. Now, I think the attention on this goal is going to be put on Joe Gomez
Hmm.
because it was a right fuck up. I don't think enough credit's going to be given to Rodrigo for this goal because Van Dijk was goal side of Rodrigo. That ball comes across, he spots it way before Virgil van Dijk, and like a flash, is past him.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to put yourself in the position to put it in the net, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Six
yeah, it was a
goals for him
gift,
now.
but it wasn't.
And
Yeah,
six
yeah,
goals
it,
for
it
him
was a
now,
gift,
like.
but it wasn't. It
Uh,
wasn't the easiest.
And we've already touched on that we didn't think he should have been taken off for Bamford, but we won in
No,
the
he shouldn't.
we won in the end, so
Yeah,
we'll just take.
he's an Rodrigo's another one I'm having to backtrack on because ever since we've been panning him, he's playing well.
He is. He is.
And do you know what? He's an opportunist striker. The goal he scored last week against Fulham, he had no right to score.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really have much of a right to score tonight, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bit of luck about him in the last couple of games that we need. So maybe I don't want to exit.
And of course, now we'll move on to the substitutions. Well, we've spoken about Bamford, but he got a bit of an assist for the goal, but he didn't really do much else, did he?
He's running about, he's trying, but that chance, it just kind of hit his left foot and just bounced over it.
He took his eye off the
No,
ball.
he did.
He's looking at the
That
goal
that
rather than the
man
ball.
yeah, that man lacks a serious amount of confidence,
Mm-hmm. He's just
really badly. And I get it. I do get it. You know, he's gone from he was a star in the championship. He was a star in the first season in the Premiership to the point where he got in the England team. I mean, he was that good.
mm-hmm.
And then all these injuries, it's deflated him. You looked at him tonight. He looked as he was coming on the pitch. He looked haunted. He didn't. I don't think he wanted to come on.
I think the fact that he stuck in 99 goals is kind of a real big mental block for him.
Yeah, yeah.
He seems to be.
If only he put that penalty away.
Or if he had other chances as well in other games too, like he had the opportunities, but he just fluffed them.
Do you know what we need? Third round of the FA Cup. We need a home fixture against some dog shit team. Needs to play from the start and maybe get a couple of lucky goals. That's what he needs. It doesn't matter. Having said that, he got a hat trick in the under 21s.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but that doesn't seem to have helped.
Well, it was the under 21s.
So he knows where the goal is. It's like he's got stage fright.
I don't know what it is, but next up on the subs, well, Willie finally made his debut.
And what a debut. I'm happy with that. He's put himself about,
We
back on
normally be chatting
defence.
during the games, but as soon as he came on, I didn't bother messaging, but I was just like, right, radio silence now.
Yeah.
I am going to see what this kid is about. And he impressed me.
Oh, yeah.
He impressed me. He didn't do a lot, but what he done well. You could see he's got this low center of gravity and this good upper
Yeah.
body strength, and he was
He wins
defending.
headers as well, despite the fact that he's.
And he's clearly got a pass in him as well too. Like,
I mean, if we're being real, the assist for the goal belongs really to him. He
yeah,
made that chance.
great pass.
Yeah, now
Looked up quick,
I
seen the
was impressed.
pass, no messing about. Like, so if that's our
Yeah.
under 21 international introducing himself to the world against Liverpool, who are in the Champions League and one of the best teams in the world on paper,
Who we just beat.
exactly. But he went in confident, head up,
Yeah.
ran at
You can
them.
see why
There was
Italy are
no
playing
fucking
him.
fear. That we have to start unleashing him now.
Yes, absolutely. It Mancini in charge of Italy obviously believes in him. He believed in him when he was in the Swiss league. You
Yeah.
can see why. Absolutely.
To be honest with you, man, going forward now, I'd prefer to see him starting over Harrison, or
Yeah,
maybe not starting straight away, but in the short
getting more
term,
time.
coming on for about 30 minutes or whatever. But I think he
But
looks
again,
to be more short player in that position.
if we get home or away, if we get a lower division team in the third round of the FA Cup starting,
Well, I'd fucking have him run at Bournemouth now next weekend.
I was worried about Bournemouth. You know, when they were 2-0 up against Tottenham today, they looked good, but then Tottenham pegged them back and got a winner. But
I think that's
they
their
still look a
third
handy
loss in a row
side.
now, Bournemouth.
Yeah, but they don't look bad.
I know, but
They're looking a lot better than they were.
like what we were saying during the game, we don't look bad either in the grand scheme
That's
of things.
true.
Like, Fulham and when fucking Leicester, like, we won't go into again, but like Arsenal,
Hey, fair enough. Like
Chelsea,
Leicester are turning it round.
we've beaten Liverpool, we've beaten Wolves, we've drawn with Southampton, we've drawn with Everton, we were unlucky against Brighton.
Well, look at what Brighton did today.
Yeah, the best.
Brighton chinned Chelsea.
And people were
Absolutely
saying,
chinned
"Were
them.
the wheels coming off at Brighton?" Like,
No, it didn't. And as for Leicester, I think we played them at the wrong time because they beat us. They then went on to win another game. They played Man City today and lost to a free kick that wasn't a free kick.
1-0.
But it wasn't a free kick. I don't know if you've seen it.
I
To
didn't
me,
see
it wasn't
it
a free
now.
kick.
I'll watch it on Match of the Day now in a few minutes when it comes on. But
Let me know what you think because I don't think it was. So it should have been 0-0, and then that's a great result.
yeah,
So
I don't.
Leicester,
But Marsh changed the team too fucking much for that game. He brought in Lorente
he
and
did.
Firpo and all the rest. It's like, fuck off. Like, no. I think he's
Yeah.
finally starting to learn now that he can't keep all your players happy. If Lorente is coming into the office and saying, "I think I deserve more minutes because I played for Spain once," did you? Did you? Yeah. You can fuck off out that door again because you're a fucking
I'll
shit.
be happy for him to
That's
go.
exactly what I would say to him if he came in the door. I don't care about keeping you happy. Fuck off back to Spain and bring Firpo with you in your suitcase so you save on the fucking airfare. Like,
Yeah, we've got a good Spaniard now. We've got Mark Rocker.
exactly. But no, I shouldn't be so harsh on them after such a positive result. But that's just the
Yeah,
way
but
Mark is going to have to be. He's going to have to just stop trying to arms around America, as I said to you during the game, like keeping everyone happy, everyone holding hands. If you're not going to be what we need, we were saying about, we've said in the past at Click, is a bit of a cult hero at Leeds because he came back
Yeah,
after Bielsa kicked him out, and he came back with no number and no. Then he helped us get promoted, and he was a big part in keeping us
he
up
was
in
class. Yeah,
ninth. But Click is finished at our club now,
yes, he is. Unfortunately,
and Bamford, in theory, is too. But we have no.
it's looking like it. Yeah. So, ideal starting lineup played tonight, except for one thing: Sinistera instead of Harrison.
Mhm.
That tonight was our ideal starting lineup with what we've got.
Yeah,
Harrison's off form. Sinistera isn't.
yeah. It's
But
looking the way that the more time moves on, we're fine. We know our best 11. Well, most fans
yeah,
do. But Marsh is finally starting to understand that you can't keep this tinkering up. You've got to find
no,
your best 11 players and stick with them. Like Liverpool are the perfect example. They've won the Champions League, they've won the fucking Premier League, they've won FA Cups, they've won everything. And you always knew their starting 11.
yep,
It was always going to be Alexander Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson. Midfield, it was usually Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho. Up front was always Mane, Salah, and Firmino.
yeah,
And they won everything. And
yeah,
I've looked over examples of managers in the past, like when Benitez and others were in charge of clubs and they kept changing the lineup. It worked against them because they had no consistency. And
I hope Klopp turns it around because I like Jurgen Klopp. It has to be said.
to be honest with you,
And
man, Liverpool need a fucking overhaul, and their owners aren't giving them money. So,
no,
but anyways, we
no,
won't worry about Liverpool tonight. We're
that's
top. Like, we're
definitely
not
not
top,
our
but
problem.
we're top of this game anyway. And I swear to God, man, when that goal went in,
Oh,
jumped, man. I was fucking jumping around here. I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, we're after fucking stealing it. We can't fucking score a goal for loving our money, and we're after putting two again past Liverpool. Like I know the first one was a gift, but we still got two goals. Like
yeah. It was a really good performance. Really good. You said that you thought it was better than the Arsenal performance, and technically you're right. We got a couple of goals. I think Arsenal are a much better team. So to play like we did was probably more impressive, but we didn't get anything out of it.
no, no.
So
You know why I think that this was better than the Arsenal game?
because we're away,
We were at Anfield, and we are shit on the road. We're
that's
second,
true.
and third, and fifth in possession and fucking whatever. Like, but when it comes to scoring goals and winning games or even getting points on the road, we're terrible.
True.
And we
We've
beat.
been rubbish at getting points anywhere at the moment.
Huh?
We've been rubbish at getting points anywhere at the moment until
Yeah.
tonight.
So to go to Liverpool and come away with a win after losing the last four games, I believe.
If not
Hell,
more. Yeah, no, 4, 5. Yeah.
I don't keep
Wow.
that kind of thing because it just annoys me.
Yeah, true.
But look at
But no,
Jesus, man.
brilliant.
I don't know. We should be more pumped up on this, but I think any bit like I've been involved with this haunted house thing we're building and we're scamming for a family thing, and we've been at it all week. Fucking mentally, I'm fucking dead from making stuff out of nothing and trying to get things in a way it's safe. Like because the other lad is just, oh, well, let's do this, and you're like, no, 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 no. Oh no, we can't do that. Somebody could potentially die. No, we can't put people hanging. Can't put people hanging out of roofs. I think I just every bit of fucking energy I had left in my body just left when we got that second goal. I was just like, yeah, what the fuck?
If we can get a win against Bournemouth,
Or even a draw.
I
Even a
believe we
draw, but
might.
I prefer a win.
I'd prefer a win, especially at home.
Yeah,
Then I might start to believe we can turn this around. My only problem is then the World Cup happens and we lose our momentum.
but that's going to affect
If
everyone
we
this
if we
week.
win, it is. But if we win the next game, what a bad time to be fucking off for the World Cup.
Yeah, true. Because we bet Chelsea and then we lost a month's football, and now it seems like it took fucking nearly a month to get going again.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, anyways, we'll
So
finish
yeah,
our roundup here now, and Jesus, the fucking Leeds United. Been a United fan. It's like a fucking marriage. There's ups and downs and everything. You know, most wise people would walk away and fucking save themselves their mental health and their fucking physical health of supporting this fucking club. But
thing
I've
is, you can divorce a woman.
exactly you can't leave your football team. Well, if you do, you're
Ah,
actually weird.
yeah. So some things are sacred, not like marriage.
Exactly. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back for the Bournemouth game, and hopefully the ascendancy is rising because if we win the next game, we're mid-table.
Yeah,
It's mental, dude. We were
we're
second
only,
bottom tonight, and if we win the game against Bournemouth, we are mid-table.
we're now only 4 points behind Liverpool. That's madness.
This league is mental, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I've never
this
seen
and
it
the
like this
championship,
before.
they're both like that.
Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll be back again next time. Cheers.
See ya.